One. Okay. What's up, world? It's another episode of Mother Talks, baby, the safe place for keeping it player, where we keep it kosher every time, all the time. Season 3, episode 2. You know what I'm saying? The gang's with me. How you doing, Terry? How you doing today?
I'm good.
Living life?
Living life.
All right, listen. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
How's your week been?
It was cold as fuck this week.
Yeah.
So cold.
And then motherfuckers don't know how to drive in the rain. Our guest, which you're gonna introduce in a second, can speak to this. Like literally, it's been just icy rain, and they shutting shit down. Like seeing Texas and what's happening in the Midwest, like motherfuckers getting snow. I understand that. It's been raining, and motherfuckers act like they don't know what to do with themselves.
Come on now. You know people don't know how to drive when it's not 85 and sunny and you know what I'm saying?
Slow down. That's how you drive. you drive slower.
What is that? Slowing down? Come on now.
It's crazy. But other than that, I'm good, chilling.
Good. Okay. Well, listen, listeners, we have a guest this week. The good woman, the good black woman, Sarah. How you doing today?
Hello. Hold on, you guys are frozen. What happened?
I said you came in a little slow too.
How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm in quarantine, so happy to be on and have some human interaction, which is nice.
So since you're in quarantine, have you not left your room?
Oh, I have. So I mean, me and my roommate went on like a walk, but we just watched everyone like doing things, and we're like, oh, I can't go inside this place, and I feel it's like you feel guilty being out, but it's like safe to like get some air.
Yeah.
We found a rooftop like access in one of our apartment buildings that we have access to.
Oh, so that's why you've been on the roof in your IG.
Yeah,
story.
like I was like, all we can do.
In the roof
okay, but at least you're being safe.
Wasn't it like 30 degrees this week?
Oh, it was freezing, but it was kind of worth it. Nah, it was terrible. It was terribly cold. It was horrible.
But you gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean,
I am sick of this weather, bro. To be honest.
No, yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
why. Terry, you ought to move the pod to Florida or
Florida,
Puerto Rico or something, man.
You trying to go to Florida?
Listen, I'm tired of the cold. We can stay in the house. We can.
If you go to Puerto Rico, there's like a hurricane every year, and you'll get.
I would say Texas, but Texas is.
Yeah. See,
Texas ain't the spot no more.
I don't know if I'm ignorant for this, but I really didn't know like Texas like gets cold like that.
It doesn't normally. This is like global warming.
Do you remember that video with like that like 60 car pileup, and they were all just that was Texas too. Like so, this keeps happening.
Right. But Texas been getting crazy weather for like a while now. Because remember they had the hurricane like a few years ago. Now they got this shit. So and Texas was like the city to move to for a while. Like everybody was going to Houston, and you know what I'm saying. I don't know. But the podcast is not moving to Florida, bro. We're gonna have so many straps if we go to Florida.
Listen, you're gonna have to have straps anywhere you go. What are you talking about?
Nah, but so many straps. Nigga, and there's alligators, it's hurricanes, it's hot as a bitch.
Aruba. They have like perfect weather.
Aruba. An island. What about like what's the island that's right off the coast of North Carolina? Is it Bermuda?
I'm not moving to Bermuda. Have you heard of the Bermuda Triangle, bro?
I doubt it. Oh, you're talking about? Wait, no.
It's Bermuda. Bermuda is off the coast of North Carolina.
Really? No.
I stamp. Cause listen, we have a mutual friend, me and Chris, or a former mutual friend who was from that island.
Are you talking about like that one Netflix movie?
No, it's a real Bermuda is off the coast.
I know. I don't know. I didn't know it was off the coast of North Carolina, but I know about Bermuda.
Bermuda is like east of fucking North Carolina, man. Yes, I'm looking at a map right now. It is.
Oh.
It's in the Atlantic.
How about the Bahamas? How about the Bahamas or Jamaica?
Nigga, the Bahamas get hit by hurricanes every year. Everything get destroyed.
These island countries.
I just got back from Jamaica. Yes, I know, in a pandemic.
In
December. But I was talking to a lady there, and I was like, "Do you guys get like a lot of hurricanes?" And she said, "Not like they don't really get impacted because the mountains protect the islands." So
True.
Jamaica is the move.
How about this? I could tell you a place the weather is pretty cool. Virginia.
No, bro.
We didn't get no snow last year.
We're getting snow this.
Getting
Gotten
snow
snow
now.
this year, but it hasn't. We haven't been snowed in. Very mild
It's
temperature.
30 degrees, and I don't like it.
It's all we had summer. It actually the summer wasn't that hot either, but still.
Are you
Listen, I need
really? Are you
consistency.
really advertising for Virginia?
First of all, you started. Then you're moving the podcast. You started.
No, he said we moving the podcast. I just said it was cold. But think about this though, Virginia, no natural disasters. Knock on wood. I'm just trying to say I could sell it.
Hurricane Katrina hit us, low-key.
You remember it was we was in college when
a little ass tornado. What?
We was in college when there's a snowstorm hit that was like what that knocked
that
out.
Was,
I remember. I think I was in high school at that time.
That was one every 10 years. When the last time we've been snowed in? Last time we snowed in was 2012. It's 2021.
We used to have consistent snowstorms every year until recently, though.
That's because the white people are killing the world.
I know.
Yeah. But Chris, how are you doing? We didn't even ask you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right, man. Mental health good. You know what I'm saying? Physical health good. Trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stay alive. Stay away from the white man. You know what I'm saying?
How's the business? How's the business going?
The business is going. There's a lot of running a business that people don't talk about. You know, they show you the highs of making money, but there's a lot of lows, and when you don't have money, and you have to file taxes, and you don't know how to file taxes.
That's what I filed my own taxes yesterday, bro.
You by
I
yourself.
did my own taxes.
You did your own taxes.
I watched a couple videos.
Did you go on TurboTax?
No, I did not use TurboTax. I used My Free Tax USA, and it's free for federal, and it's only like $12 for state. You know what I'm saying? And you just have to be diligent. You have to pay attention to what numbers you write because it really matters. And it's easy for me because unfortunately I don't have a business. I'm single, no dependents, and I really only have one main source of income. So it wasn't deep like you, like Chris, like you got a business. So you have to file, you have to do things for that. You get deductions for that. And then all I had to really input was my student loan payments. And it was pretty easy.
Did you have the green accountant hat? Did you have the accountant hat?
No, I didn't. I had some tequila. That was my I wish I had some tequila right now. Sarah over there pouring up something.
Tequila too.
You guys making me want to drink shit. I'm gonna pause this bitch and go find something to drink. I think I got some wine downstairs, you know what I'm saying?
Like, also, I work every weekend. Usually, like, the fact that I'm even on the podcast right now is because of my situation. Like, I would be at work right now. So I'm like, oh, it's Sunday off. Like, that's lovely.
Well, we're very happy to have you.
We're happy to have you, man. Listen, God works in mysterious ways, I tell you. You know what I'm saying? You always got a plan. So, Sarah, let's start off. You have anything to keep it funky?
Call me Sari. It's cool.
Sari, all right. Do you have anything to keep it
I did think of it.
Go ahead.
I thought of one earlier because I was doing laundry.
Yes, let's get it.
I feel like, listen, people need to wash their sheets weekly, and I feel like people don't do that.
Weekly?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'll give you bi-weekly.
No, weekly.
I don't go more than 2 weeks, but you're right. It should be once a week.
Like, that pillowcase needs to be washed. At least your pillowcase.
And coming from a woman, I hear you, because it wasn't until a woman came into my life in a serious way where she was like, you need to wash these pillows, literally the pillow, and then also the pillowcases. So I know a lot of people don't do that shit.
Like, I know that's kind of whack, but I was really thinking about it, and I was like, nobody.
Yeah, listen, weekly is a good standard. That's a high standard. That's a high.
Having a lot of sex.
Look, wash your sheets when you do laundry day, and just we got to keep our face clear. And you know, it's nasty things just be crawling in your bed. You know what I mean?
What if you're not like? What if you only get in the bed when you're after a shower? And what if you're not having a lot of sex, so it ain't like juices on it? Do you still gotta do it?
What about, so you leave the house, right? You're in there's a bunch of pollution, your body absorbs these toxins. You spend 8 hours, maybe more, maybe a little less, in your bed. You sweat a little bit, all the toxins get on your sheets. You know what I mean?
Let's advocate for showers before bed.
For sure.
Yes.
That doesn't mean that, like, it's not coming out of your body, like, throughout.
And also,
That's
I
when
also learned that you're supposed to wash your sheets and stuff by themselves. Nothing else is supposed to go in that load with your sheets.
I mean, I
Is
can't
this?
put anything else in my washer except for
Oh, you got okay.
I got one of
But
those whack apartment tiny washing machines.
Oh, is the stackable joint?
Yeah, I hate it.
Oh, yeah, it's not a lot could go in there.
With
But
the
at least
thing-
you got one in your apartment. I lived in a building where it was on the bottom floor. You remember that building? It was and you had to pay for it every time. Load a motherfucking card, and it was in the basement. And I lived on the 6th floor.
That's
so.
how my last apartment was. And water was free, but every time I did my laundry, I was basically paying a water bill. So
I used to live like that when I was on Franklin Street when I lived by myself. I used to
Oh yeah,
share-
your shit was downstairs too. You
That's-
lived on what's the name of that street called?
I lived
like
on
Hell
West
Block.
Franklin.
It was Hell Block. They called it Hell Block. It was on Franklin Street. Right by the 7-Eleven.
Nigga, you're a liar. You lived on Gray Street. It wasn't Franklin.
It was Grace. You're right.
It was Gray.
Well, Franklin's right next to it, so it's like whatever.
Very true. But talking about your Keep It Funky, I think we need to realize that a lot of people are nasty.
Sorry, you just froze. Are you talking to me?
Oh, yes, I'm talking to you. I think a lot of people are nasty. Like, we should know this from COVID, because I remember when COVID first started, it was like, wash your hands. And I was like, we're realizing that people ain't been washing their fucking hands.
Dude.
Come on now. You know the
People
vibes.
still aren't washing their hands. I'm trying to tell you.
Bro, I still tell this, I've seen people go in the bathroom and just walk out. Like, that shit always had me fucked up.
Well, can I hijack your Keep It Funky real quick? About people being nasty?
Wait.
I'm gonna hijack it real quick, okay? Because my Keep It Funky this week has come with people in the gym, and the real reason COVID started because there is a gang of niggas that don't flush the toilet still, and I've seen it. It is always, I don't know if it's the women's bathroom, but I know it's in the men's bathroom. There just be logs in that joint. And like, I'm like, how do you not flush?
Wow.
Like people, yes, remember in high school, you go to the bathroom, share bathroom, and I saw it in the men's bathroom at the gym. There was just a log in that joint. And like,
so high school niggas probably think that shit funny, but we adults. Space, my nigga, you not, and bro, I don't touch the toilet. That's why you got your foot. You pick your foot up.
I was literally disgusted.
You found a log? This nigga found a
I just
turd.
had to pee. And I was looking out, I looked in the first stall. It looked like it was not as clean, so I looked in the second drain. There was just a log sitting there.
Oh yeah, and guys only have 2 stalls.
Yeah.
Like women, that's all we have, so you don't have much options.
And I'm gonna say this too, that's very disgusting. And I'm pretty sure COVID did start in the gyms. And also, the amount of piss that be around the toilets in men's bathrooms, it's a lot of, and I hate to go here, I feel like I always go raunchy. It's a lot of men that need to get closer to the toilet. they trying to piss from way back, and they're bro, Sarah, I'm 30, I'll be 30 this year. Every bathroom I go into in America, there is piss around and on the floor.
I work in a restaurant and I have to clean bathrooms, and the men's bathroom always smells like pee. The moment you enter it, it smells like pee. It's actually.
That's how I know niggas ain't shit, because niggas is still missing throughout their whole life and not giving a fuck. I swear some niggas just piss on the seat on purpose.
Well, women, when we squat on the seat, women will spray their pee on the toilet seat. Me personally, I will. And I'm being serious. I don't want to squat over pee. What if my knees give out and then I hit the seat and then I just sat in a girl's pee?
Mm-hmm.
I wipe it, but constantly I go to the bathroom. I'm like, come on, it looks like a dude.
It's disgusting.
Yo, people are crazy, son.
And they don't be flushing the toilet either. Honestly, it's just as disgusting. It just.
Yeah, it's very, and it's I can't even get that close. Sometimes I can't get close to the toilet because the piss is the diameter of the piss is so far from the toilet. I gotta stand back just to even make it, just to not stand and piss.
So everyone's doing the same thing because one dude was like, "Nah, I want to see."
Domino, you're right.
So then he got on
Snowball effect.
Yeah.
Snowball effect. But People are disgusting. That's why the world is a lot of the world is the way it is, man. It's fucking nasty. But I will be washing my
hear
sheets
you.
more. You can't hear me? Can you hear me,
No,
Briss?
Chris. No, Chris,
Can
I
you hear me
can't
now?
hear you.
He ain't say nothing. Oh, now I can't hear you either.
Ooh,
Now you're frozen.
I can't hear Chris.
I can't hear him either. You should mute it, bruh.
Lord. Mm-mm.
Nope. Technical difficulty. This is like a throwback when we first started the podcast where we couldn't get nobody that couldn't record shit. Leave and then come back, man. And he left. That sucks.
And welcome
to the Terry and Sari show.
Terry and Sari show.
We're probably not even. Oh, we still are recording though. You're really making me want to drink right now.
That's terrible. My bad.
It's okay. I mean, you got to stay inside, so I'll be drinking too. Shit. Chris is the host. Chris Fuller is he back?
Can you hear me?
It's that janky ass internet you got.
Yes.
No, my internet is good today, so I don't know what's going on. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All
Can
right,
you guys
we're
hear me?
good.
Am I muted now? Okay, no.
No, you're not.
Because you know how it has that ring around your face, like when you're talking.
You got it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, we'll just pick up. I guess you'll have to edit that a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, since y'all kept it funky, I got some shit I want to keep it funky about too. And I like to talk about women and the way women are. And
Staying on
because
brand.
I feel like I gotta stay on brand because men aren't shit. But women ain't shit either. But niggas just are really bad. So like we get a lot of shit. But I just like to point out that humans across the board, just like we said, humans are nasty. Men and women ain't shit equally. So I like to talk about the ain't shit women just to, everybody. Yeah, because you will have the internet and the world will have you thinking that just women are perfect, but women fuck up too. But I'm not talking about women fucking up. I'm actually speaking to men this time, but it's about women. The sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship, right? It's like men giving money to younger women, take care of them for sex, might be paying their tuition, paying their rent, shit like that. And I just want to speak to men right now. You can get a sugar baby on discount. You can get a discount on sugar babies. You don't have to pay this price that you think you have to pay. Now, the discount is going to come. You might not get the highest quality sugar baby, but you for that, we were talking about that 40 ball. For $40, you could trick on somebody and get everything you're getting out of somebody that you might have to pay her rent for 1 month or for months. Now, what you lose in quality, you make up in saving money. And we in a pandemic, right? We in a recession.
Oh my God.
You can get your sugar baby on You can get your sugar baby on discount if you just, maybe she's not in college. You know what I'm saying? Get you a fast food worker sugar baby. Get her for the low.
I think
Trade off. What do you trade off? Give me a good trade off. So she
well,
you're not
the
spending
first
lots of money. Is she less attractive?
So now attraction is subjective, but
Sure.
we know that some assets have higher value than others, like teeth.
So she might be missing teeth.
maybe not missing teeth, but maybe teeth are a little bit crooked. You know what I'm saying? Now, missing teeth, you should not be spending money on nobody with no missing teeth. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a sugar baby candidate.
What if
she
has dentures?
Now that's fine because you spent money to get your grill to look right. It may not be right. You know what I'm saying? Not like they're screwed in your mouth, but you put that retainer on, you got teeth to the world.
Oh yeah.
I like where you're going, Terry. I like the man. Men, we're supposed to work with our hands, right? Do projects. But you could have you start a low cost sugar baby as a project. You know what I'm saying? You said her teeth is a little crooked. Put a little money into them braces. You know what I'm saying? And then you can
see all these commercials.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say use a build a sugar baby, but you can build her up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get her some night classes. Those are cheap. It's cheaper than paying for tuition. You know what I'm saying? Your teeth messed up. Put some some braces on. Get her some
Bro, you don't even
contact.
gotta buy them braces now. They got them invisible joints that you could just cop and they straighten your teeth out yourself.
Facts.
You've seen these, Sarah. All these commercials for these invisible braces, right?
Oh, you can order them like there's like Instagram ads. You just order them online.
Order them. So you can get your perfect. Get your sugar baby on discount. Niggas need to be saving money. Men probably spend as much money as men spend on their homes and their cars. They spend probably that much money on women throughout their life too.
Mm-hmm.
And Chris can speak to this.
See, Terry, so I think the appeal of the sugar baby, sugar daddy situation is that these men get off on spending money. They're not looking for the discount necessarily. And then it all comes down to, like, I mean, you know, I know it's a pandemic, but like, I'm not about to give me a sugar daddy that is worried about the pandemic. You know what I mean? Like, he's already good. Like, it's a pandemic for me. That's why I have a sugar daddy.
But it shouldn't be for him.
No,
so
yeah.
What you're saying,
like, I am a starving woman in a pandemic who is.
So I'm coming at this from a broke nigga mentality. I'm coming at from a broke nigga mentality.
Yeah, I need a dude that's like, oh, I'm like, you know, and I've been invested in stock, and now my stock stuff's going up because of the pandemic, and like I'm making more money, so I'm gonna take care of you.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about jobs and industries that are pandemic and depression proof. Sugar daddies have to be pandemic proof now.
You're not a sugar daddy unless you're pandemic proof. You shouldn't be a sugar daddy.
I have a cousin that is literally traveling Europe, sold her house just on sugar daddy dimes.
In a pandemic. Dime. So what you're saying is my whole premise is not even really a sugar daddy because he ain't got no sugar. It's the sweet and low daddy.
Right. See, what you're talking about. What you're talking about is the dude that wants to, like, being a sugar daddy is a flex. It's not like he's like, oh, I'm like, you know, don't make that much, but it's a flex to have a sugar baby. So I gotta half-ass it because I don't really have that much bread.
Is there an age to be a sugar daddy besides just the person that's flexing?
There is an age. There's not an age if you have the money. So if you're broke, there's an age.
But I will say this though. I feel like every man at every level spends money on women in one way or another. Every man at every level. Now, of course, I think the sugar daddy might just need to apply to men in a certain tax bracket. That might need to be it. So I'm not talking about sugar daddies then. I'm talking about men who are out here playing the field and say you're making $75K.
That's not enough to be a sugar. That's not enough. That's not enough.
Not balling, but guess what? You do have extra income where you can splurge on women and make them feel like you're sprinkling that sugar on them.
Terry, that's 75,000 is not enough to be a sugar baby.
If you make 75,000, like live in Richmond or something, or like not in like DC, I feel like you could low-key be kind of sugar daddy.
But that's what I'm saying, because like we think about
man, like I don't know.
No child, but like I'm talking about let's not use me as an example. A man, single, no children, making $75K in a city where the cost of living is pretty cheap. And listen, you could, and also I've been watching a lot of 90 Day Fiance, right? This is where this came from.
So crazy.
The best show ever.
Sarah, you already know. Yeah, we're 90 Day Fiance, connoisseurs. We like to watch the show. We like good. We like, we like that type of.
I know you guys reference Jersey Shore a lot, and that's just
come on now.
Hilarious to me. I need to like tap back in. I need to like go watch Jersey Shore and then come back.
But I'm 100%. I thought of this idea when I was watching 90 Day Fiance. I was watching a man. He was in his 40s, and he was getting a woman from Indonesia to come to America to be his wife. But this man didn't have no money. He was broke, and you know what I'm talking about?
Compared to what?
No, but guess what? It was so crazy that the woman that he got actually came from a wealthy Indonesian family. So she wasn't like the third world shorty coming to America.
I feel like I might know what you're talking about. No, I'm
thinking this was season 5 or 6. You know, I'm going back now. But long story short, it's like he didn't have enough sugar to take care of this woman. He didn't. And I was like, my nigga, you need to get a lower class woman to where you could discountly, like your money will go longer with a woman whose standards aren't as high. She came from a wealthy family. Her parents was doctors and she had maids and shit.
Did she appear like, did she come off like she was using him financially, or did she actually like him?
I think she actually was using him to get to America, because you can always tell who really love each other and who's trying to get to America.
For sure.
She was trying to get to America because she had a son too. So she was bringing her and her son to America. And this woman actually had a medical degree, she said. So she was coming to America because I guess in Indonesia, the doctors, if you're a regular practitioner, you don't get paid a lot. But in America, doctors that's a good career. So she was coming to use her medical degree in America, but the fastest way to do it was to marry this motherfucker. And he just ain't had no bread. And she came into his apartment and was like, my nigga, this is a twin bed, you're 40. He had a twin bed. He was 40.
Lord.
He had an air mattress couch. I've never seen this. He had a blow-up couch.
I've seen one of them.
Damn. I've never seen one of these in real life. So it just had me thinking, I was like, yo, he's trying to trick on his woman, but he can't even impress her with his money because she's used to better. So if he gets a woman who's not used to shit and gives her the little he got, she's way more appreciative.
Well, didn't he think that he was getting a woman that's not used to shit by going after a third world shawty?
That's the problematic part. She was like, "Oh, you thought I wasn't shit."
Yeah,
Bye. I'm from a third world country, and you're garbage to me.
And it was bad. I went to his apartment. I'm like, when I was 24, if my shit looked like that, I would have been like, what the fuck am I doing? It was like, you know, and then it got me thinking about sugar babies and sugar daddies. And Sarah, you illuminated it in a way better way. Sugar daddies need to be pandemic proof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly.
Shit, you need to be able to pay that rent and they don't break a sweat.
I mean, you are right in the way, like, there's, depending, I'm trying to say this like nicely.
Don't be nice.
Don't be nice.
There's a standard of beauty depending on like how socially beautiful you are. You have access to a certain sugar daddy. There's like a rich man that wants to flex, like wants a model type chick or whatever. But then there could be just a regular dude that like fetishizes spending money, and he, you know, the uglier the man could be like the uglier the woman, I guess. But the richer the man, the more beautiful the woman as well. So like it depends.
Yeah, and it don't matter how he looks.
It really depends on money and like looks type thing. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
No one like,
because
speaking from a woman's perspective, I want like if I have a sugar daddy, I don't want like an ugly sugar daddy. I want you to like have money and
be kind of attractive.
And like me feel comfortable being out with you, maybe like have like some type of relationship.
This is the delusional woman. She want a nigga to be looked good.
I'm just listening. I'm literally.
How am I delusional? I know
you want him to be rich and
this
look
dude
good.
like bought her a car and he was still cute too.
That's one out of like
exception.
500.
I know.
I apologize for calling you delusional. But a lot of women, exactly, a girl can dream, and this is what Kevin Samuels would probably cut you off at the knees. But it's like Kevin Samuels is this dude. He'd be telling women that they if they don't look a certain way, they don't deserve this type.
That. He's rude as hell.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's very rude. But I think a lot of reason why men are, especially successful men or men, have a drive to make a lot of money is because maybe they're not getting women with their looks already. So the fact that like some women were like, I want to do this paid and he got to be handsome. It's like, damn, nigga can't just be paid.
No, I mean it depends on like I want both. I'm sorry. Like,
okay, but if you had to choose.
I'm not saying like if some dude that like was rich as hell was like, hey, I'm trying to take care of you, I'd be like, oh, all right, let's go. Like that's fine. But if I can have both,
but if you had to choose,
you want both.
If you had to choose, and your sugar daddy presented himself to you,
definitely money. And that sounds vain, but when I say money, with money comes you're intelligent, you know how to move, you have that money for a reason. With your looks, even if I'm gonna be with someone in general, I don't care about like looks. Like if you're attractive and you're just stupid and I can't have a conversation with you, like
yeah.
So yeah, in my partner and in my sugar daddy, definitely.
Well, we know humans are packages. Humans are packages. You're not just one thing. Like girls with just looks, but you fucking dumb as hell and you don't got no hustle about yourself and you're not like you're actually not that high quality. Damn, I can't believe I'm saying high quality woman. You're not you're not actually the catch that you think you are because you're kind of lacking in other areas. Just like a basketball player. You can rebound, but you can't shoot or run or jump. You're not really a good basketball player. You know what I'm saying? So it's like humans are encompassing of everything, and we understand that here. But money,
life is about balances, man.
But money trump a lot of that shit.
Life is about balances. That's all I'm saying.
Honestly though, too, like if there's a sugar daddy, he's like, I mean, I'll like start thinking a guy's attractive that I wouldn't typically think is attractive based off of like if he's funny or if he's like super smart or if he's like ambitious. So if like I had a sugar daddy and then he just moves differently and he wasn't socially
grows on you,
I might start thinking he's attractive.
So you would be okay with a semi-ugly, medium ugly sugar daddy?
Right, yeah.
Medium ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you catch him in the right light, you might like, oh, he kind of fine.
Like if he's like on his phone, I'm like, oh, like just finding his business. I'm like, oh, he is kind of cute. But then, you know, just maybe like
of course
a couple times I look at him. I'm like, you look kind of cute from the same.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah. But so there is no discount sugar babies, but there are discount sugar babies.
How do you guys feel about sugar mamas and like how common is that?
Let me tell you here. I've had women spend money on me, but full blown like gigolo type shit, like you a woman just actually funding your life. I don't even know any man. I've never met a man that actually lived that lifestyle. You probably gotta go to the West Coast or some shit to find that.
And I feel like if that happens, not saying like, I mean, women get their own bag and everything, but I don't know if this is cinematic or not. But I feel like if you were a gigolo and this woman's spending bread, she's an older woman and it's really her husband's bread and it's like some weird like payback.
Yeah, or she's divorced or widowed and shit like that. But I think that would be very interesting to find a man that is like the sugar baby. I'm sure there's a television show about it somewhere.
I saw you remember the show True Life from MTV?
Yeah.
An episode where there was a dude looking for a sugar mama. And he was on the West Coast, and it was like Arizona. It was like in like 2000.
But I'll say this: you talk about women do have their own, but I do think that the woman that's spending money for a man, like you said, is either an older woman or not a very attractive woman, because women can get men very easy. So it's like either you're just not the stereotypical social idea of what a beautiful woman is, and you got bread. Or you're just an older woman with a lot of bread. You know what I'm saying?
Or you're an older woman and you like maybe you have like some subconscious like I like to dominate a man.
That's
where
I was going.
To financially dominate a man really, fucks the whole patriarchy.
So are young women paying for dick? Is this happening? I think young women pay for dick on the low.
Hold on.
I think some.
Hold on, you froze. What'd you say?
Are young women paying for sex?
It wasn't this in your last episode or something?
I don't remember saying that.
But I remember hearing some shit. I was like, paying for sex. I'm not paying for sex. I don't know anyone paying for sex. I can see that happen. Like, does that not happen in Vegas?
I think it's more paying for your time. It's not like necessarily like men. We pay for the pussy off bucks. Here's $100. Let me get for it. Let me get that ass. But I think like women, they get escorts who take them out, talk to them, give them time, attention, and things like that, and then blow their back out at the end of the night. So it's like
I can definitely see that being a thing. I don't know. And I don't feel like I'm in the like community.
That circle, yeah. You're not. You don't run into circles with the
Vegas or like I'm in Richmond, Virginia. Like I'm not.
Yeah, it ain't popping like that.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's certain cities like you think about, like you said, Vegas. There's certain cities where you just know it's happening more frequently, especially if people go there for a vacation destination. That's where a lot of that pay to play shit pop off for sure.
I mean, I can definitely see a situation where a man is like really good with his words, like makes like
oh yeah.
Just flirt, like how like if I go out and like a dude's flirting with me, it makes me feel good or whatever. But if a dude gets paid to do that or something, like hey, like we're talking, I'm gonna show you a good time, and then
you made me think of something. So like this podcast, we try to give player advice to someone who operates as a player. So it's definitely not player what I'm about to say, but there are men who are out here manipulating women to get money out of them. Like for sure, that happens every day. Like dudes that are fucking a girl and using her for her car, fucking a girl using her for a credit card, 100%. Or staying at her house rent free. Like that's definitely common. Obviously, we don't advocate men being that type of dude. We want you to have your own place and have your own car and have your own credit, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But there's a lot of savage niggas out here that's staying rent free, that's driving her car.
I definitely had a dude just be driving my car. I'm like, never, ever.
They at least put gas in the tank. You put gas in the tank?
I don't know. I dated.
Nah, that's
probably not. Maybe just enough. Maybe just enough to fill it up for his excursion.
You know what I'm saying? Living rent free, giving you the cunnilingus and the sex, and you not asking no questions. Because guess what? He's probably a good looking dude that you probably like. That's funny. He's your type.
I dated him for a minute. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah. Like
exactly. That dude exists. Now we not obviously this podcast. We're not vouching for him, but that dude is everywhere. He's in Richmond. He's in Raleigh.
It's called a hobosexual.
Oh yeah. Wait, there's another term. I thought I heard.
A homeless sexual.
A hobo.
A hobo.
Homosexual. Hey man, you gotta get it how you live, man. First rule of humanity is self-preservation.
I wouldn't call my situation a homosexual, but definitely just disrespectful on some occasions. Like, you know what I mean?
You was giving him a lot of perks.
Like, here, you could take my car here, but then it's like, why am I blowing you up for my whip? Like, bring my car back. What are you talking about?
That nigga was ain't shit.
You know how frustrating that is? It's like
that nigga like
right around the city.
And then he's like, yeah, I'll be back in a second. I'm like, bro, I'm about to kill you. Like,
where my shit at with your shit?
Nigga was whipping around the city.
Pulls up too, like when you're waiting outside, pulls up, just look, no worry. Like, there's no worries, and I'm just here mad as hell.
Yeah, man, niggas ain't shit.
Never again.
But yeah, are we gonna pivot now?
Yeah, man.
Man, listen, but it takes, like you said, this because when you start talking about like the smooth talking dude that's good with words, that's the dude that's able to get things out of girls and they don't even know it because he's just like spinning them. You know what I'm saying?
Like, baby, like, no, like I just want to.
Like, nah, babe, like he's selling you a little dream or he's selling you a scenario and you believe in it for a period of time. Or shit, I seen girls be caught up in it for years. Nigga ain't shit.
You got any topics this week, Terry, that you saw this week in the news or on the social?
I saw some shit on the timeline I want to share with the listeners and with y'all. It was a tweet, and it's about. I'll just read the tweet. So it's two tweets. One tweet was the original, and second is someone's response to it. So this just had me befuddled. It says, since we always talking about what's natural and what's not, we are, because we like natural things. Have you ever considered the idea that if I have to go to the gym for my body to look a certain way, then that's not how my body is naturally designed to look? No, nigga. It was a man that says this. No, I never considered the idea that if you go to the gym, your body's not natural. And then I'll read the second tweet, and then we can talk about it. It says, no, because one of my followers tweeted yesterday that gym bodies aren't natural. And I had is in caps, to scream. Because literally facts. If you have to work out 7 days a week and only eat nuts and berries to have a 42 pack, no one has a 42 pack. Then sweetie, your body not meant to be that way. How do you guys feel?
Can I ask one question first?
Of course.
How many retweets and how many likes?
Oh, so the ratio. If you want to see that ratio. All right, so
how public this got.
All right, so the retweets was 4,000 and the likes was 10,000 on the man's tweet, the first one. And the second one, the retweets was 9,000.9.6 and the likes were 16,000.
Wow.
So it got a little run. a little run. But how y'all feel about it? It says, have we ever considered the idea that if I have to go to the gym for my body to look a certain way, then that's not how my body is naturally designed to look?
It seems like you're lazy, bro. Like your body can do a lot of things naturally, and whatever ways you want it to make it look natural, like in the gym, that's a natural way of making your body look however it's supposed to be. I don't know. It seems weird to me. Like you're thinking too much. Like you're too high. You know, you have like a strong, a good batch, and you're like, you start thinking, like you're thinking too much. Stop thinking. You're doing too much. Like, I don't know.
Respectfully, yeah. So, like you just said, I feel like the body is actually insane as how far it can go.
Yes.
And that statement is almost like offensive to the fact that we have these abilities, and it's a product of, like, we don't know this individual, like how they're raised or whatever, but we as humans, like even people who get exercise, we are not healthy mentally with like social media, even being able to tweet that, physically, like I mean, even millennials, I only remember like being excited to go out and exercise, not exercise, but I was exercising as a product of going out, riding my bike with my friends.
Yeah.
And it's just progressing to just me being on TikTok all day, or you know what I mean? So
I hear you.
And like I was telling you guys earlier, we literally evolved from being like cavemen. Our bodies were probably crazy. Like we couldn't even like, fathom what muscle like structure our body probably had at that time to hunt animals like 5 times our size.
Exactly, with tools, like not even with guns, like hunt with spears or arrows.
To create those tools, like the amount of like body strength that takes, you know what I mean? So you're definitely, and it's not to say that people can naturally be bigger, have more body.
There's different body types.
But you can't submit yourself to that, like, you know what I mean?
From that logic, from the tweet, it gives me like the same logic, like having a child isn't natural because of what the body does. Is not like when a woman has a child, that's a real eye-opening. It looks unnatural experience, even though it's very natural. But
because you didn't know the body could do that.
Yes. So the fact that it's giving me that same type of logic.
There's
what it's giving?
Stories of moms literally lifting cars because their child are under cars. You think that you going to the gym, doing a couple little deadlift situations. People are out here lifting cars that probably aren't even going to.
Yes. Like you say, it's giving you that. You know what it's giving me? It's giving me lazy. We don't know our potential. So it's giving me laziness and it's giving me complacency. Like talking about naturally. Naturally, when he says naturally means it sounds like you're not doing anything. Like, and a response that I really like, someone said, it was like, well, naturally, we don't know how to do math. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know how to. so like naturally means, when he says naturally, I don't think that he's being active or anything. I feel like he's talking about, well, if I just walk around from my couch to the refrigerator and go to work and come home and sleep and wake up, then this is how my body looks. But he's not equating into like, actually pushing yourself to your maximum capability. Like that's what most people that in the gym doing. They're trying to see what plateau they get to, see if they can push through that, see what their peak can be. And both of these people that said this are Fluffy. The dude that said his name is Fluffy Black Boy, and the other girl, her name is Me a Fat. Now, it says me, comma,
that's
a fat. So they obviously identify with their body, like they understand that their bodies are a certain type. They got a fat body, whatever. And I understand where probably this is coming from, like such thing as fat shaming. I believe people get shamed for fat. People get joked on for their size, and fat people get the short end of the stick. There's a lot of jokes. There's a lot of demeaning. People make you feel worthless for your size, just based off your size, period. So there's a lot of shit that come with that. But I feel like this is coming from a place like, people talk shit about fat people all the time. So I'm just going to talk shit about people that is in the gym all the time. Like naturally, you don't look like that, so you need to be quiet. Like that. Well, you could probably look differently too if you exerted some effort and pushed yourself. But I feel like they not pushing themselves at all.
At the same time, it's what does naturally mean in this society? We all
Exactly,
have,
naturally.
we all have different routines. Like I don't have the same routine as someone who works on a farm. They obviously exert more energy, probably develop more muscle strength. Naturally to what? Like what is your job?
Exactly.
How often do you have to get out? How much effort? Like I used to work in a freaking grocery store. Like that I had to like lift a lot of stuff. So I'm like,
This shit.
you know what I mean? Now I just stand and kind of walk around. But compared to like what? Like what
Yeah,
is
for sure.
natural?
That's a very good question. Because naturally, Kim Kardashian tried to say she had a natural ass because she took the fat from her stomach and put it in her butt. Women try to say that's a natural ass because it's fat from my body.
Eyes don't match the ass. It's not real, and I can't stand it. I cannot.
I understand. Like, I feel like the gym. First of all, the gym has way more benefits than just physical, bro. Like mentally, the gym can help you. Like exercise, period. Not just talking about the gym and lifting weights. Exercise. It's proven fact that it helps your mental health to exercise, to get outside, to move. If you're just not moving, and then with the lives we live, this is a service. America is a service economy. We have an economy based on service industry. So we sell service to people. A lot of that shit has to do with computers or, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So we're sitting at desks 8 hours a day, 8+ hours a day. So people, I feel like people that's doing all that stuff in the gym, they probably trying to supplement that because they're like, I literally sit in a cubicle or I sit at a desk for hours a day. So I need to spend these hours doing something active to help keep me fucking sane. I remember when I worked in the cubicle.
Boost your serotonin levels as well.
When I worked in the cubicle, I literally felt like my life was getting drained from me. I was like, yo, I feel like a meal in the Matrix. I'm a fucking cog in the system, and they plugging me in to do this shit. And anybody can do this shit that I'm doing. That's how I felt. So pushing yourself in the gym, I feel like that's a great way to kind of bounce. Like, yo, maybe you don't got a job where you getting pushed, like to mentally. So physically, I'm gonna go in the gym and try to push myself, see how much I can lift, see how far I can run, see how high I can jump. Like, isn't that how we accomplish everything?
You're like, it's a situation where you are completely in control. Like,
bro, we're gonna talk about naturally. Naturally, like you said, Terry, we're not supposed to be sitting in the office for 8 hours, bro. Like naturally, we were hunters and gatherers. That's the most natural thing the human body was ever known to do. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not unnatural to
very unnatural. Very unnatural.
Yeah, like the fact that we go to a grocery store, we have fruits and vegetables that are not even in season at our disposal to like purchase. You know what I mean? That's not natural. Like we just go do these things. Everything is so much easier that like people's mentality, like this mindset of like how we're supposed to look and stuff. We put in no effort on a day-to-day.
Yes.
Literally no effort.
I agree with exactly what you're saying. But now I kind of want to shift and talk about like, there are some, we know for a fact that there are certain body types, male and female, that just get more attention than others. Like literally walking down the street, you might see 2 different body types. More people are going to turn their head to look at this than going to turn their head to look at that. Because for some reason, I guess our brain is programmed to find certain things more attractive.
Actually, tell you, I wrote a paper in college. There's actually a specific body measurement that men find more attractive, and it's more known, like more likely to be able to bear a child. And it's like very specific measurements. They took like 2 beautiful women. Actually, this is the crazy part. They took 2 women, they had them work out, and they gave men like both of their shirts, like with their pheromones on it. And the men who smelled it still picked the woman with a specific body type every time. A measurement without seeing her, anything, just her pheromones. And then they had the woman like looked at her physically, and the woman's bodies like were similar, but the one was like 1 measurement off, and they picked the girl with a specific body type every time.
So that's fucking science.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of this shit is like natural selection, one is a reproductive urge, just wanting to procreate and shit like that. A lot of that shit factors into that. I'm not one of these people that's putting one person over another just by the way they look.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand there is a pecking order. Like I would be lying if I didn't understand that there's privileges to having to look in a certain way, or to, like, I'm not crazy. So I'm not trying to dismiss these people because they just so happen to be the body type that they know for a fact doesn't have the the privilege physically. But you can have privileges in other ways. Motherfucker, you could be a fucking genius. Like, and have advantage over everybody in the room, but your ass just can't run fast. Like, it's okay. Like, it's okay. And just to make this point, please, the masses of people are dumb as fuck. We just talk about how a lot of people are nasty. Please understand that what the masses like and what the masses do should not affect any way how the fuck you feel about yourself. Because people as masses, as groups, is dumb as fuck.
Yes.
I thoroughly believe that people as masses.
And social media has really amplified that, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's why 3,000, 4,000 people and 10,000 people retweeted this dumb shit. It's not natural for you to have a 6-pack.
I mean, you gotta look at it like how young are a lot of the people retweeting it?
Who knows?
If I was unhappy, like there's certain, people are unhappy about certain things in their life. If I looked at myself and I was unhappy about something.
KO, relax, son.
That's the dude that tweeted it.
He doesn't even look that bad, honestly. The crazy thing is, if he worked out a little bit, he'd be fine.
But he just know he's not getting more bitches than a nigga with a
like...
6-pack. He just know he not getting more bitches than a nigga with a 6-pack. Or maybe he's gay. He's not getting as many men with that body as someone is with the other body. And he feels some type of way about it. It's okay. I don't make as much money as a person that went to Yale. Okay, what the fuck I'm gonna do about it? Cry? Tweet about it?
You probably listen. There is a community of people that love bigger people, so I don't understand.
Hell yeah, bro. And look, this is the shorty. You can't really see her. This is a beauty. I love her hair.
She's beautiful.
I get that. I'm trying to grow my hair like that. Hell yeah. No one listen. We understand, but son, she got fat all through her shit. Black, fat, abolitionist, freelance writer and editor. Oh, that's the part right there. She thinks she's a writer. She probably is a writer. I'm not gonna say she thinks she is a writer. Shout out to her. But get your ass in the gym.
I really feel like I know like bigger women, they're like, yeah, like fat. Like I understand that like that's your body when that's naturally your body. And like, but if you're down, like if you're shaming exercise and health, then I don't quite understand.
I just really feel like that energy came from being fat shamed and then trying to shame the other side. That's what I really feel like it is. And I don't think either one is right. It's not right for you to shame someone because they just so happen to have a little more fat in certain places than you. And for someone to shame someone that decided to push themselves in the gym and go and max out their potential physically. You know what I'm saying? Just let everybody live.
Instead of shaming people and being in, it seems like you said like she's bullied, right? She got bullied and now she's trying to bully the bulliers. Just learn how to joan on people. Really. That'll make your life so much easier.
Oh, and this is what's going. I gotta bring it funny. I gotta bring it to the funny.
Listen, you don't have to write if someone bullies you. You don't need to write threads about people fat shaming you. If you just joan on them real quick, they won't come back to you. I promise you. You read somebody really well, it'll make you feel better, and you don't friends get on people's nerves.
They were trying to read.
Yo, but listen to this. This is the funny part. Shout out to Black Youngster.
Yo, fat ass, sit on the couch. Want somebody to feel sorry for you every time somebody make a fat joke, you and your feelings, they making fun of me. Get your fat ass up and go out here and run. Lose the weight, bitch.
You said this to this?
No, Black Youngster has just said that in the past, and someone like retweeted it under the tweet. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, that's gonna hurt some people's feelings the way he said that. But it made me laugh a little bit. Because Black Youngster's not a slim dude. Like I was saying to y'all before we was recording, I have to do certain things in my life to maintain a healthy weight. If I don't do certain things, I will get big. It's just a fact. And also, I have health shit that runs in my family that I'm trying to combat. I'm trying to eat healthier because heart disease, hypertension, blood clots, diabetes, that shit is affecting my family, the people that I love. So I'm like, whatever I can do to try to combat that is what I want to do. And no, it's not natural for me.
You hear my neck crack?
Yeah, I did. I heard that.
I do. But you know what I'm saying? I think the goal is to live a long life so we can experience and spread as much love as we can.
And I think that health and exercise just so happens to be a part of health should play a part in it. And
at least just
think-
being active. At least just being active. Like, don't sit on the fucking couch, bro.
I think everyone is built the way that they're built, and you can only go. I mean, you can only change your body so much without being unhealthy. So you still want to maintain a healthy, process with it. But I think people just need to mind their business.
Come on now. Listen.
Like, it's just like if that person wasn't ready to, change their body, or if they're unhappy, maybe they're happy, then don't attack other people for what they're doing. And if like skinny fit people, just be skinny and fit and do your thing. Like, let other people have their fucking process. Like, it's none of your business.
I'm gonna tell you what it come down to. Everybody wants to,
or something.
Go ahead.
Like, mind your business. Unless it's your child, they're gaining weight. You see they're being unhealthy. I'm sorry. You can, or your friend, your family, hold people accountable, or just like
nobody wants to do that, because everybody wants to feel better than other people, and you know how they do it in ways like that.
They put people down. Yeah.
They want to feel like everybody wants to feel better. So I understand it, but shut the fuck up.
Moral of the story: mind your fucking business, bro. Mind your business. Stay out the way and do love your people. Come on, man.
Be fat in peace. But they probably won't let them be. They won't let them be fat in peace.
People are actually mainly depressed, I feel like, and upset, myself included. Like, sometimes I'd be depressed and I'd be like in other people's business to try to combat, like, to make myself. It's like, no, it's actually why you're depressed, because you're in other people's business.
You know what?
When you're looking at other people, all you see is comparison. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? I'm very thankful. That's a real thing, but I don't have that. And I think it's because I hit my head a lot when I was a kid. And also I had that bad trip on the ecstasy. So like my thoughts are, my thoughts are
What happened?
Yo, I was thinking crazy shit, man. I thought the devil was about to get me. I thought everybody was talking about me. Every insecurity that I have, I felt like everybody knew him, and then I just lost my shit. And now it's like, fuck people.
I mean, I do like watching people.
Except the people I care about. Oh, listen, I went down that motherfucking thread. Best believe, I was in that thread looking at.
There's reality TV watching people. I'm sorry. Wait, I want you guys to. I know this is so extra, but I really want you guys to get into watching The Bachelor, especially this fucking season.
The Bachelor.
I know it's like a lot, but then they listen. So problematic. They have a black bachelor, right? Of course, they got a black bachelor because they had to.
Oh, wow.
It's like I want you to do it because you wanted to do it, not because the Black Lives Matter movement. But whatever.
Okay.
I digress. And then they have the women in there, but then every time I see like him like give a black woman a rose, this dude, I don't know, like he's kind of sus. Like, I'm like, are the producers telling you to do this? Like, there was like a comment about he was like, you know what? I also didn't have a father growing up, and like just like certain stuff.
Listen.
What the hell is going on?
That's why I can't watch every reality television show, because I can tell when y'all producing the shit out of it, and it's not real. Because like that's why I kind of like the Jersey Shore, because I was like, yo, they're feeding these motherfuckers liquor, but I know that these motherfuckers are making their own decisions.
Yeah.
And then and so Jersey Shore, a lot of TLC shit. That's why I can't watch Love and Hip Hop, because I know the shit is fake as a bitch.
She's like, I hate their little interviews too. No,
bro, I'm like,
Bachelor, I don't know. I just been watching it smacked, and like, and I don't even smoke. I've been taking edibles in quarantine, and I just watch it from a whole different lens, to where I'm like astonished. I kind of like breaking down the fact that the industry is so disgusting that they really create these scenarios and people really eat it up and think it's real.
Does the black bachelor, he's
biracial.
Okay.
Of course.
Does he gravitate towards the black queens? Or
so there's one.
Tell he likes white queens. I
think it's both. I don't know. So, but recently, actually, the last time I watched it and I took an edible, I was like, oh wait, he likes this other. See, right now it's all biracial women left too, which is irritating. They had one. I mean, I can't like blame him for what he likes, but at the same time, he was only chosen because he was he's black. Like he looks
Google
black.
this
He doesn't even
motherfucker.
look biracial, but you know what I mean?
Is he safe looking?
He's safe looking. He's safe acting.
Every bachelor is safe.
Yeah, for sure.
They wouldn't put Tupac on that motherfucker.
Is he a dark skinned brother?
Oh, he's mixed, brother.
Yeah, he's brown. He's brown.
Oh, he's brown. Oh, you said he's mixed. He's
This guy's
biracial.
mixed.
Yeah, he looks like Ethiopian Loki.
Like a nigga.
You know?
That's very safe.
Yeah, no, he's safe. But
What is he mixed
It
with?
looks
Mama
like he
white,
would
somebody
have a-
white?
his
He looked
mom,
like he would have a. He
mom's
looked like
white
he
as
would have
shit.
an ivory.
I like
coat.
Googled his mom and I was like, damn, she's white as fuck, like for real.
Well, listen, I will say this though. I have biracial friends, and some of them they come out like it just happens. They come out like
I mean, yeah, I'm hip, but it's like Brock. You know what I mean? Like we have
you
a
know
black
what?
girl.
You might have sold me on at least one episode. I might like try
Yeah,
to go to like a.
No, wait. First of all, I saw the preview for the next episode. I had to watch because they went skydiving, but the girl like hit the floor when she landed. I had to watch it. That shit looked crazy. I was like, oh my god.
No, he looked like a straight nigga though. He don't even look mixed.
But he would have. He looked like he would
Yeah,
have an
no, yeah.
ivory queen. Ivory queen.
Look up his mom. His mom's white as fuck.
But let's look up The Bachelor's mom.
Do you
Yeah,
think?
his
Do you
mom
think
will-
he's gonna pick a? Do you want him to pick a black queen?
Okay, so the
That-
one I'm like watching him with this one.
That's a white woman.
That is not his mama.
Look, my mom is white as shit, and his mom is white. Okay, like his mom's whiter than my mom. My mom's white as
His
hell.
dad, where the fuck is dad at?
That's what I'm saying. Why that? He's like, my dad left too. Well, see, what they did was they had a white girl say, my dad like left.
Oh,
But then
okay.
they-
Here's
like
a picture.
I didn't
Here's
sit
a
right. It
picture.
didn't sit right with me when he was like, yeah, I grew up without a father as well. It didn't sit right with me.
Like Martin Luther King.
Is he all right? So the question is, we know he's a black man, biracial. Is he a black man? Does he stand in his blackness?
Oh, wait, okay. Okay, so there's this one girl, black girl, short hair like me.
No,
They
this is what
had
Chris is
a
asking.
little
This is what
date.
Chris is asking. Is he a nigga?
Okay, and I will tell you, no. Okay, so she's like,
There
talking
you
about
go.
her hair journey. I don't know why they edited. She's talking about her hair journey, which I appreciate. But he was like, "Yeah, I couldn't possibly understand that." It was just like weird. I was like, this
He
woman like
wasn't
being
a
vulnerable
nigga.
about her. It was just like he's not giving me
Not a nigga.
no.
Like, listen, there's a difference between we know very professional, successful black people that are still, that's a nigga. And then we know very successful, professional
Right.
black people like, oh, he's a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a difference. And there's nothing wrong with who you are. Like, as long as you know what I'm saying, you're a good person. Like,
It's not, but
oh, listen, I can tell by this picture right now what type of nigga. Look at his face in this picture. I don't know if you can tell.
wait, Terry. This is a lot. I know we're still on the podcast, but so they had a Habesha girl on the
Oh, true.
well. All the black women are so beautiful too. It's crazy. But I'm like, he might not be into them and they just put them there for whatever rating.
I hate to see it.
But so she was like, yeah, like show me your moves. And it was like him.
No, I'm listening. Don't worry about him.
So
My bad.
Try to look up a video of him dancing.
Oh shit.
It's actually so uncomfortable because he's dancing to no music and he's just like.
So they had this. Wait. They had this man tap his
He was
feet
just
on
like-
national
he was like-
television.
He was like. It was
They had him. They had
actually
this
so
man tap
funny.
his feet. They had this black man tap his feet on national television
and then-
on Black History Month.
And the Habesha girl was just like, this little Ethiopian girl was like, she looked so uncomfortable.
Listen, black people are not a monolith, Chris. You
I
say that
know.
all the time. You say that all the time.
But someone
They're
should know.
not. They're not. But he knows what he's being used for, is what I'm saying. You know
Yeah,
what I
he
mean?
don't care.
He doesn't.
Wow.
Well, listen.
I'm gonna
You
watch
might have
one
you might have
episode.
sold me on an episode or two. You might have sold me on
One
two now.
thing, one of the girls on the show, now they're getting, the host is actually on leave right now because one of the girls went to like an old South party when she was in college, which is like They
Oh,
had
what the? A
Yeah.
racist party?
racist, low-key racist party.
Old
One
South.
of the girls on the season went to one of those, and then the host like defended her. So now he's like,
He's like, no, we do racist shit, but it's not really racist. You know, like it was just some fun racist shit. It wasn't like we was
she
gonna
was
go out and
19.
lynch the nigga.
She didn't know any better. It didn't. She didn't think about it because it didn't impact her.
Bro,
So.
you know why she didn't know any better? Because she grew up in it and it was normalized. She probably yeah. But guess fuck shit gets normalized every day.
I get it, but that's her problem. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
If you choose to ignore, if you choose to ignore what the Civil War is about, then that's your fucking problem.
Yeah, British, where we going next, man? What we talking about now?
Let's answer a few questions to see where Sarah's at.
Oh wait, I'm excited about this. Because these questions be crazy sometimes. I'm like,
I don't know where he be finding a wild shit.
And remember, if you're anybody listening, you can send us questions at modeltalkspod@gmail.com. We will blank your name out, so you don't have to. We won't put your business out there.
Send questions. Send crazy.
Yeah, I'm actually promoted this week. We're gonna promote it this week. Like
all right.
Sending in questions.
The first question is from Joan. My roommate used to steal my clothes and wear them on Instagram. She's getting lots of likes, and people are saying she's really fly. I'm starting to feel away because it's not her clothes. Should I put her on blast or let her continue to wear my clothes?
Listen, I know what this is. Before you speak,
on Instagram.
I know what this is. She looked better. Her roommate looked better than her in her own damn clothes, and she mad about it.
I don't give a beep. Do not go steal my clothes. Like that's like my pet peeve. Just ask.
True.
Put her. Be like, oh. Wait, actually, honestly, I don't know how I feel. Like if I'm stealing my roommate's clothes, you're not catching me on Instagram. I'm not posting any stories that night. You're not seeing that.
Did she realize stealing them or borrowing?
Is disrespectful.
She's saying steal, but I think women borrow each other's clothes more often than men do.
You need to put hands on her. She's violating you.
So she borrowed them. She borrowed your clothes and she posted on Instagram. One, she's either mad that she can't post that same shit on Instagram because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so basically it's like if I lent you a top, you post this really cute picture on it. Now I can't post a picture in that top because now I look like I took your top, but it was really my top to begin with. So it's just petty. It's petty. I feel hurt.
That's a serious gripe. But first of all, you letting her violate you. Now, if you talk to her before, if you spoke to her before about taking your shit and she's still doing it, she don't respect you. She think you pussy.
If she's saying steal and the girl's actually stealing them, bro, you need to.
You gotta throw hands. You gotta throw hands.
You gotta do something.
You need to go in her closet, take all of her clothes and hide them, and do the most. Just kidding. Don't do that.
And I have
you have to dress her.
I have no problem with her being petty underneath the post too. Go ahead and comment. Oh, that little
like, oh my god, I'm so happy I let you borrow that top. Nah, it depends on like. Okay, if it's your friend, talk to her.
She said roommate.
If it's just your roommate, be like, oh my god, that my top looks so good on you, or something petty. You know what I mean? But if it's 100%, friend, talk to her in private. If she's stealing your clothes, if you're letting her borrow your clothes and you're being mad that she looks good, and if she post your shirt first, then I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
Nah, you need to cut that off though. She needs to stand up for herself, which is crazy to say to an adult. Maybe she's a young adult.
You guys young, probably.
Yeah, you gotta stand up for because ain't nobody borrow my clothes at 30.
It's different for her.
Okay, I understand that part too. But like I say this though, I have a brother, right? I grew up with my brother, and this nigga real life would wake up before me, wear some of my shit, and then get on the bus. And I woke up after him and I would drive to school and I'd be looking for some shit and I would know this nigga be wearing it. Then he would come home before me, try to put it back. And then I'd be like, nigga, I know what you did. You left before me with my shit on. You came back before me, tried to put it away, and you wore my shit to school. And you know what I started to do? I started to hide all my clothes that I know he wanted in the trunk of my car, so he couldn't get it. Now, this is not your sister, so you don't.
When you're grown, I shouldn't have to do that. I don't need to.
I shouldn't have to do that in the first place. Do
not go in my shit and touch my shit. Like I can't. Like,
that's a rule.
I think you hit on a good point, Terry. the other girl looks better in the closing than what you do.
Oh, 100% she did.
You guys are so.
No, there's no doubt in my mind. There's no, because
Okay,
if
that's
you,
what I'm saying. It's either listen, it's either that or like I said, she didn't post her own shit. Like I would feel embarrassed, like if I'm like, now I want to wear this dress, and it's a noticeable, like say it's like something like very noticeable.
but if the
then
post
this
wasn't
girl
going
already-
up, if the post wasn't going up, it wouldn't matter. Say she got 30 likes on it, it's not gonna matter that she was.
Right.
If she
but if
get
I have,
she
if
get
I have-
3,000. Different.
right. But I'm saying if I have like some crazy dress that I can personally only wear once without other people noticing, and then I lend it to her and she posted it. Now I feel if I want to post myself, I'm gonna have I'm gonna be upset about it, low key.
True.
I mean, if it's a roommate, like if it's actually I don't know. It depends. It really depends on my relationship because like that's some hateration. Like if that's your best friend, it's like, oh, bitch, you look bad. But
she's obviously no. But
it
you
depends
heard
on,
the letter. She wants it to stop.
there's a deeper jealousy. If that's the case, there's a deeper issue in your relationship. One, she should ask you before she touches herself. Two, if it's the other situation, you shouldn't have any hateration for your friend.
Chris,
You know,
should she smack her or no?
I don't think it's hateration. I think it's like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's hater, like, because men, I don't borrow my man's clothes unless I'm down and out. Even if like me and Terry
But
been
girls are
roommates.
different. Like I'll be like, oh my god, this looks so cute on you. Like borrow this. Like, you know what I
And
mean?
me and Chris wore the same size shoe, and I've never borrowed his sneakers or nothing.
Girls,
No, I don't think you've ever borrowed my shoes.
bro, girls borrow each other's clothes a lot. Like I'll lend my friends my clothes a lot, or and vice versa. It's a thing.
Okay. But now you're fed up with it. What do you do? Like this girl, you're fed up with her stealing.
You're fed
what are you
up.
gonna-
Then if she's stealing your clothes, I'm sorry. One, if she's stealing your clothes and posting on Instagram, she's bold as hell. What do you mean? Like stealing? If I'm stealing someone's clothes, they're not gonna see me in the clothes. Like how your brother did. He tried to hide it when he got from school, so you didn't know, but you knew. What if Kendrick posted it on Instagram and was wearing her shit? Like you know what I mean? He doesn't care. So like she needs to be like, ma'am, is that my shirt? Yeah, is that my shirt? Like on the Instagram post. Like
Be petty in the comments. Do it.
Sorry.
I think the first step is to be petty. A nice petty, like, oh, I was looking for that joke. And
Mhm.
then if it continues, you gotta put hands, or you gotta verbally
you
take
need
care
to
of the
be like,
situation. And then if it continues after you come to Shorty and tell like, yo, I ain't fucking with this shit, and she continues the, flossing your
you
shit.
need to be like,
gotta
hey,
put
can
them
you make sure
hands.
you wash my shirt and return it by this date?
That's what you say. Yo, wash that when you give it back to me. That's the best petty comment. Yo, wash that when you're done. Make sure you wash, dry clean, and make sure that gets back in my closet. Yeah. And slap her. Slap her in her sleep.
Don't slap her.
She's still in my shit. You can
If
slap her in
you're
her
close
sleep.
to that fire in her sleep.
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. Shout out to the queen, man. Yeah, girls do a lot of
I
weird
wish you
things.
luck.
Yeah,
Be more.
prayers for you.
I want to see what this article of clothing looked like, anyways, that she's tripping over.
Like if it was a fire fit and
I
it
mean-
went off, I would be kind of tight too.
No, I completely feel her. I'm just saying, if someone's stealing my shit and then I'd have more respect for you if you stole it and hid it from me. But you're stealing it and posting on Instagram. No.
She thinks you're pussy. You need to slap her in her sleep, and you need
slap
to
her in her sleep. You just need to vocalize, "Don't touch my shit."
listen. You're not writing no
I don't
letter to
think you did.
nobody. You're not writing no letter to nobody if you didn't already tell her, "Hey, stop taking my stuff." Or actually, no, you're right. Because some
She
people are
put it
timid.
on a post-it note
Some people are timid. Some people are timid.
on the
Some people are
fridge. You
timid.
need to vocalize, face to face, be eye contact.
Couldn't be me. Wouldn't be me.
And
All
then
right,
if
so
you can, then you know.
so the next question is from the good man Jerome. My
Shout out to
girlfriend's
Snowfall.
my girlfriend's friend tried to make a move on me. We had a few drinks before my girl got off from work. Cause she cool or whatever. I told her my girl and she doesn't believe me. She thinks I'm lying.
What?
What do I do?
Fuck her friend now. Fuck her. Prove it to her. Oh no, you lying on my friend. Set a trap for her. That's what you do.
I'm trying to think like if my dude was like, yo, your friend came out to me, and if it was like my like best friend, I probably wouldn't believe it either. Like if it was like I'm thinking of my best friends, I'd be like, no, she didn't. Like you're weird, actually. So that's interesting.
Okay, but let's take
let's take
him for his word. This actually happened.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. So I would say bring it up one more time. If she doesn't acknowledge it, then I don't know.
You gotta set a trap. Get a nanny cam.
Get a nanny cam.
You know what I'm saying? Visual evidence is gonna help you in your. All
you need is your iPhone, bro. You don't need a nanny cam.
But it looks weird. It looks weird if you don't have a phone. Just you talking to you don't have your phone.
I mean, he could just like be like, hey, like, okay, let me text her or whatever. Like, give me your number. Like, let me text her on the low. Do like a little finesse, and then the girlfriend sees it.
Listen, I was joking when I said fuck her. Don't fuck her. But it's crazy that she don't believe you. Like, I was joking. But I was like, it's crazy that she don't believe you, and that would make me be like fucked up. Like, yo, what type of nigga you think I am? You think I'm the type of nigga that's gonna lie about your friend trying to come on to? But now I will say this though: a lot of people misinterpret shit, especially if alcohol shit is involved. She might have just been friendly, but let's just take it for what he said. No, she actually came on to you. The fact that you didn't believe me and some shit really went down, that would fuck me up a little bit.
But that's what I was saying. Like, if it was one of my I have my best girlfriends. Like, if a dude right now told me like one of my best girlfriends did this, I would not believe him because I know my best friends would never do that. But then it's like if they did, like that's how my brain is working. Like my best friends would never do that. I'm stuck that they would never do that.
You know, stuff like this.
It depends on how long they've been dating, like, or how their relationship is.
Listen.
Like.
When people think when something like this happens to you, when you think it couldn't happen to you. Well, my friend would never, but guess what? Your friend did.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
she grabbed my
she's really in a place of like not believing him. And it depends on what he wants to do with that information. If he wants to be
set a very
honest,
very
he can set her
trap.
up. He can set the friend up.
That's the only way to prove it.
It would really boost him if he actually set the friend up. Because a lot of dudes would just take advantage of, oh, she would never do that. All right, fine.
Now,
he really...
this is a player podcast, right? And as a player, if you're a player, you got to really evaluate the relationship that you have with your girl. Like, is this like a relationship that you don't see that you're gonna take the long haul with? If not, nigga, 2 for 1, bro. Like I would be remiss. I would not feel like I'm really giving a real advice if I don't say so. I might have been lying when I said I was lying. I was joking. She throwing it at you, and this is just like a little fling that you messing with. You need to go ahead and take them both down. Work your way through the team. Like you're young. You're young. If you are young, you need to go ahead and sow your oats and do your thing.
I mean, it depends on what he wants out of it. Do you want 2 women? When you get caught up with it, like attacking you and look,
you got it. And he has a little bit of cover. He has a little bit of cover because he can be like, I told you.
Yeah, but then he doesn't because then it's like you did one night say, oh, you told me, but then you're like, and then I didn't believe you and you took advantage.
He's like, how else was I gonna prove it?
Girl's not gonna see it that way. So it depends on what he wants. But
you're right. But a little part of me is gonna tell that brother, go ahead and hit that jump real quick.
I was gonna say give him the 3rd time. You deny her a 2nd time. And the 3rd time she hits on you again, you got to strike. Come on now.
There you go. 3rd time the charm.
But why? Listen.
Because the first, you know what?
But why? Okay. Then do you want to be with her? Why not break up with your girl and then go be with her?
The first time, it could have been they could be playing games. You know.
You know why, Sarah?
Girls can play games. So first
time, I'm gonna tell you why after he's done.
First time could have been a game. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to test your loyalty, whatever, right?
What if
true. That could be
in on it. What if the girlfriend was in on it?
Exactly.
And never did that.
Exactly.
That's a. See,
yeah,
That's
That's
why
a lot.
you stay loyal. You stay loyal. Hell, you like, yo, she keep pushing me. She think I won't fuck her ass. But I'm gonna say this though. They say you can't have your cake and eat it too. But ain't that what you're supposed to do?
Oh Lord.
That was a good man trigger.
Shout out to Trey Songz. I mean, yeah, shout out to Trey Songz.
Yeah, so the second time she does it again. Now you're like, all right, so maybe the first time was a game. The second time, this might be real. She might want to fuck me for real. So if she go for the third time, now you gotta fuck because you've already done the.
She testing you a gangster.
You've done the process of elimination. You know what I'm saying? That's my advice. That's my advice.
I'd say
what's your final advice?
I say bring it up to her twice. Be like, hey, like she did this. If you're being genuine, then bring it up to her twice. And if you bring it up to her a second time, she'd be like, what? And try to investigate. Fine, like let's text her this or whatever. And if she ignores it, then she probably wanted to ignore it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like,
but
if it was my best friend, I wouldn't immediately be like, oh my God, but I'd like investigate a little bit. Like, I'd try to like have a conversation with her and finesse, bring you up, see how she reacts.
But as a rule for young players out there, don't fuck her best friend. Like even if she's throwing it at you,
yeah,
don't do it. Don't fuck her best
first time.
You're gonna be mad as like, man, she's tripping. No, you're gonna be mad as hell when two women are mad at you and then you look stupid.
But if you are a player of a certain, no, I'm not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying threesome did cross my mind, but if you know your girl and know that that's not the type of vibes, then don't even play that game. So, you know what I'm saying? Just do the right thing. And by the right thing, I mean, tell your girl, her friend crossing the line multiple times. And if she don't believe you, you might have to do the setup shit.
And if you feel tempted with the other girl, then just break up the girl because you weren't supposed to be with her in the first place. Okay?
Yeah, because you don't want to be with a woman that don't believe you.
Because you're gonna be mad when your girlfriend's mad that you cheated on her, and then you're gonna be crying, confused when you did the dirt anyways. I'm just saying.
Niggas don't be crying afterwards. They be regretful. Actually, niggas do be crying.
Niggas be crying.
Yeah, they do be crying. They do. I fucked up. I don't even like that bitch. Fucked up.
I mean, listen, I think it's trying to wrap it up, man. You gotta anything to lead us out this week in terms of the spiritual moment?
Fuck the police.
True.
So I've been watching a little show that's coming on FS. It's about hip hop. It has Big U, Deb Antney. I gotta get the name of it.
It's like Hip Hop Underground.
Hip Hop Uncovered.
Oh, Uncovered.
And so it talks about how drug dealers help fund hip hop in the beginning and how those were like the first investors in hip hop. And it's really good. It got Big U, Dr. Dre's in it, Royce the 5'9's in it. So it goes from Detroit, New York, LA. Yeah, Detroit, New York, and LA. And they talk about the shit is really dope. And it just reiterated how fucked up the cops is because they get historical with the shit, talk about how crack and all that shit like manifests in the community. Fuck the police, fuck the CIA, fuck the NSA, fuck the damn, I shouldn't say this that loud. But I love the IRS. Shout out to you. You guys are cool with me. But just like this, remember that the establishment and the system is really rigged and it's fucked up. So play chess, not checkers.
Who's the originator of that bar?
I don't know, Denzel.
Niggas love using that bar in any type of thinking situation.
Play chess, not checkers. Because it's just it sounds like some smart shit. Because chess is a difficult game. Like I said, like it's a game of strategy, and especially when you playing in like, I'm saying, underworld shit, black market shit, crime shit. You got to really be a couple steps ahead to be successful. Even in life.
Yeah. Well, I don't got a black business this week. I have one next week, I promise. But I want to, thank our guests for pulling up on us today. Sorry.
Having me.
Sorry, right?
Sari.
Are you high?
Me?
I've been drinking a little bit earlier.
No, it's he, because he said your name right, then he said it wrong. And
He said it right earlier. Sari.
I gotta make sure. I say it 3 times. Do you have any? Send people to your socials where they can follow you. You got any businesses?
So what did I change my name to? Yes. So Sari.j. So it's SARIEE.j on Instagram. And then I just made a Twitter.
Woo woo.
Hey. No, yeah. So follow me on Twitter at it's still Sari, so SARIEE, and then it's just _J. So yeah, I look forward to hopefully being on the podcast more.
Yes, I had a great time. The show was fun.
I love
it was fun.
Conversations. You guys are funny as hell. Extra.
Make me blush.
Just a little bit.
I got some homework to do, so I gotta watch an episode of The Bachelor to see what the fuck people talking about.
Yes, please.
But then hopefully by next week, I'll have an update for you.
Yeah, for sure. Matter of fact, that's homework for both of us. We're gonna watch an episode of The Bachelor.
I think tomorrow the episode with the skydiving thing comes out. And I'm sorry, it looked really intense. Like her body hit the floor. Like,
Comes on what?
I hate to laugh at people's pain, but I was like, I have to watch this. And it's on Hulu, by the way.
Okay, I got Hulu.
Bad.
There you go.
I got Hulu. Shout out to Hulu. All right, bet. I'm gonna check it out, and next week we'll have an update for you. That's our homework, Terry.
All right, bet.
All right, so thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Mother Talks, the safe place for keeping it player, where we keep it kosher every time, all the time. And remember, on the path to playerdom, there are 3 rules to success. Stay true to yourself, stay true to the code, and wear your mask, man. So we'll see you next week, baby. Peace.
Bye.
You don't have to hang up.